Building a massive log cabin by hand, part 8.
We got the first layer completed. Hey, Mask, what are we gonna do now? Oh, you're not gonna believe this, but we're gonna start on the second.
We start the day off by firing up Big John, then we go to the lumber depot and we find a nice big log to use for the next side. Now we saw it down to 30 foot, a little bit over 30 foot, like 30 foot and 6 inches. Like that extra length so it sticks out a little bit more.
It's a perfect lift.
Then we go ahead and move the cranes over because we're gonna have to lift it up. Now this big tripod's kind of heavy to move, but once we get it moving, it works out well. Works like a charm every time. Kind of struggling how to use Big John to push it, tuck it away. Then we use the other little crane to lift it up and set it in place, and it works out nice. However, there's a bit of a gap, and that's because there's knots and old branches and stuff in the way.
Oh man, why can't life be
So
easy?
we're gonna have to trim it down, and this is gonna be a challenge. But let's go ahead and notch it. We're gonna mark it up nice and rightly with baling wire. We flip it over, we trim down all the old knots and places where branches used to be, so make it nice and smooth. Then we try to flip it back over, and this catastrophe happens. So I have to lift this crane back up. It's pretty heavy. It's tough. It's a lot of weight, but I finally get it up, and we're back in action. Now we got to move it over, and I got to think of a new plan. This log is so crooked, I got to find a way to hold it. So I use a chain hoist cleverly to lift it up to a nice position. Then I use this other rope to secure it and make sure it won't move anywhere. So now we can actually start notching. Now, another thing, this crane is in the way of my axe swing. So I gotta use your guys' suggestion. You guys kept suggesting that I use this. The crosscut saw to make the notches. So we make 3 notches, or 3 cuts, and then we come back with the axe and we really trim down with it. Then we go to the other side and I just axed it with the notch, or notched it with the axe. Then we try to fit in the place and it still wasn't fitting, so we had to lift it back up. And as you can see, it's still too crooked, so we gotta lift it back up and try again. Lots of shaving now. We tried again, still not success. We gotta do it one more time. So we notch it even further. They say the third time's a charm. Finally, it fits into something reasonable. Remember to like and follow if you want